So I don't know if you can tell, but we are here at Magic Kingdom today, and in this video we're going to take a look at D23's latest announcements for Magic Kingdom with all the new constructions, rides, and lands announced. So at D23 Expo of 2024, they made some major announcements and again, updates coming to Magic Kingdom from construction to new shows. So we're here to kind of scope it out and kind of get a feel of what it may feel like, what it may smell like, what it may sound like. And some of the biggest announcements from D23 are focused around Frontierland, which is where we're heading to right now.
Frontierland serves as Walt's tribute to North American history. From gold mines to cowboys and American pioneers, this area is heavily themed to be both educational and immersive in the old frontier. It's currently the home of attractions from the newly renovated Country Bear Jamboree, the newest addition Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and the classic Big Thunder Railroad. Not to mention, behind this wall, Magic Kingdom will be adding a new DVC lounge for Disney Vacation Club members. Frontierland also serves as a main pathway for guests to travel from different lands of the park, such as Fantasyland and Adventureland. However, you can also break away from the general crowds and walk along the water of the rivers of America.
And this walking path is one of the best things about Frontierland. It's really quiet back here, it's nice, it's quaint, it's along the water. Across the way you see Tom Sawyers Island. Also, anytime there's a parade, the parade usually goes down Frontierland, and this is the walking path to go around the parade if you're not watching the parade. So when the construction's going on, I wonder what's gonna happen here.
We're inviting Mayor Lightning McQueen to a reimagined section of Frontierland. We're leaving Radiator Springs behind and we're heading off into the wilderness with 2 new Cars attractions.
And with that reimagined Frontierland, that means they'll be filling in the rivers of America and demolishing Tom Sawyers Island. So let's take a quick look at some concept art for those attractions. This is the concept art displayed and released by Disney during D23 for the reimagined Frontierland. Now here's a more realistic aerial view of Frontierland as it is today, with the rivers of America surrounding Tom Sawyer Island. And here's a slow transition of the concept art of the Cars section filling in the areas of the rivers of America. And with this concept art of one of the new Cars attractions, you can clearly see Big Thunder Railroad is in the background. You can also see a body of water surrounding a main hub stemming from a waterfall.
So I'm trying to look at this from what are we gaining versus what are we losing? Well, we are gaining ample walking space for so many guests. We're gaining 2 attractions into the already bubble of Magic Kingdom. So building within the bubble with the resources that you have, like the Rivers of America, makes sense. However, what are we losing? Are we taking Walt out of the park by losing some of the things that Walt himself loved? Like the old frontier, like the old west? I feel like a lot of people are attached to the original vision of Walt Disney and the Old West, and I completely understand that. I kind of agree with it, but I also get why this is necessary, and I get why this is all happening.
To explain and dive deeper, let's head over to Tom Sawyers Island, and the only way to get there is by rafting across the rivers of America. And I absolutely love Tom Sawyers Island as it's filled with education and entertainment from North American history. But the problem is that Tom Sawyers Island has been extremely underutilized for years, and that makes it easily overlooked by busy park goers. And after paying Disney park prices, it's hard to justify a reason to visit Tom Sawyers Island while on vacation. After all, they never reopened their quick service food location, have limited accessibility of transportation to and from the island, and have limited operating hours as well. And even with all that said, I still don't want Tom Sawyers Island to go, but I'm curious what you think, so let me know in the comments how you feel, and when was your last visit to Tom Sawyers Island?
We are building a Villain's Land at the Magic Kingdom.
Was the announcements of Villain's Land coming here to Magic Kingdom, and I can't tell you how excited I am about this. I think we are all excited. We've all been wishing for this for a very long time, and now it's official. But where's it going? That's why I'm here in front of Big Thunder Railroad, because Villain's Land has been confirmed that it's going behind Big Thunder Railroad. So how will we get there?
So to figure out how to get to Villain's Land, I'm heading to the Frontierland train station, which is located between Big Thunder and Tiana's Bayou. This pathway, which is the Bayou exit, could possibly be a way to head into Villain's Land.
So you have the main entrance to Tiana's Bayou right here. Going underneath the railroad would be this pathway here, and then directly behind us, I think there's room for construction to kind of just push down this wall and then possibly lead to Villain's Land. which would be right behind Big Thunder, because Big Thunder is right through those trees right there. And to me, that kind of makes sense because you don't have to close the railroad going that way. Going the other way around Big Thunder, you're probably gonna have to close the railroad for some time unless you build another tunnel under the railroad, because they just opened up the railroad. I can't see them closing it down for several years again to do the construction of Villain's Land. I mean, I can see it, but it would just be silly after it just reopened. So I know the Villain's Land construction is going to be a big job, but I really hope closing the Walt Disney World Railroad is not part of that construction. Like I said, it just recently reopened, but if that has to be done, I get it. Again, I don't love it. I love the outcome possibly, but I don't like the process, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'm spoiled. However, building tunnels under the railroad seems like a much better option to get to Villain's Land. Not only that, you can theme the tunnels. There's so much you could do with that.
But rather than going further with only speculation from the ground, I took to the top levels of the Liberty Bell riverboat for a better look around. And taking us back to the idea of the rivers of America being filled in with the addition of the Cars attractions, it also pains me to say that we may be saying bon voyage to the Liberty Bell riverboat as well. So do yourself a favor and take one last memorable educational trip around the rivers of America while you still can. Back to Villain's Land, as we are now passing Big Thunder Railroad. While riding the Liberty Bell, I noticed something very interesting that supports my theory in tunnels to Villain's Land. You can clearly see that the river runs around Big Thunder. Check out the bridge over the water for the Walt Disney World Railroad. If the river is drained, this may be another tunnel or pathway leading to Villain's Land while going around Big Thunder.
And once again, I get it. I don't like it, I don't love it, but I do like it, I do love it, and more importantly, I'm very excited for all the innovation and changes to come here to Magic Kingdom. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give a big thumbs up on this video, and click that notification bell. This way you get notified anytime I do put out some new content. But until next time, this is Mikey Magic reminding you to create your own magic, and I hope to see you real soon.